ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba 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 da bum. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi. Ghost riders in the sky. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what I am going to lean my phone against. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wednesday night Sacred Pipe ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do Sacred Pipe. So, welcome, come on in, say hi, whatever. I'm glad you're here. I am obviously inside. This is my office. I'm sitting in the little healing area. I don't have my candles going at the moment, but this is my beautiful office. This is where I do my work. And then over on the other side over there, that's where I do. That table is where I do my readings. And there's my healing drum and rattle and such. So this is where we are tonight, because it gets really dark outside and a little bit cold now. So we have moved indoors for the time being. I have thought about doing more outdoor videos, but I've tried it with I've got a little lantern so that you can see. It's kind of pointless to do this ceremony in the dark if you can't see me, right? And so I have a lantern, but it kind of gets funky with the light and everything. And so at some point, I am hoping to do it outside with a campfire, make a little fire there. We can do ceremony around the fire, which would be awesome. Meanwhile, I've got our fire going right here to kind of put us in the mood, our ambiance. So that's what you hear crackling in the background, just to kind of add that little bit more air to what we're doing. And let's see, I'm gonna put my phone down. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Of course, I've been here for a little while, and I'm still almost late for my own video. I was going to get all set up, but that is okay, because that'll give me a chance to get set up while other people are coming on, realizing that we've started a video. And I was actually, I think I mentioned last week that I'm going to try to start promoting my art, my comics a lot more. As some of you know, besides being a shaman, I am also a cartoonist. And I was doing ceremony, 2 or 3 months ago now. And I was asking, I've been doing all right with this business, doing the shamanic work and everything. But I keep hitting kind of slow spots, and the clientele isn't always there. I know I do really good work. I always get great feedback, and I trust my guides in all the work I do, whether it's the healings or classes or readings. But for some reason, it's not been. I'm grateful for the success I've had, but I can see where it's not as successful as I had hoped. And I asked my guides about that a few months ago, and they were like, well, they're kind of like, duh, you're only doing half of what you're supposed to be doing. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to continue my shamanic work doing these kind of things, as well as publishing my comics, getting my comics out there. So I actually, what made me almost late was that I'm setting up another Facebook page for just my comics. And so I was getting that set up. If you want to check it out, it's actually a Facebook page, Drawing Breath, the comic art of Patrick Corrigan. And it's up and live now. There's not a lot on it yet, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to put on it. But yeah, so that's kind of like my next big step. Because it's what I've always wanted to do. Literally, as long as I can remember. Well, that's cool. I was just looking at, it's like, looks like I've got this big crown with wings on the side. That's pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, this, like, my dream has always, literally as long as I can remember, to be a cartoonist. And it's one of those things that I realize I've always been a cartoonist. I've been drawing comics since as long as I can remember, right? And I've lost a lot of like the earliest ones I've done, but I still have quite a few of the childhood comics that I've drawn, and I'm still drawing some of the same characters. My main characters, I don't know if I can really even show you this. Oh, here we go. So this is my main characters are a worm, a dog, and then Gerb, who is some kind of gerbil rodenty guy. I've only been drawing him for like 30 years. The other ones I've been drawing literally since I was like 5. And then lately, more, my comics are kind of a journal. It's like drawing myself and my shamanic adventures and different things. So I love it. It's like the one thing that really turns me on, that gets my juices pumping, and it's who I am. And so my assignment is to start focusing on that along with the same work I'm doing. So anyway, for what it's worth, go check out my new Facebook page for Drawing Breath, and my blog. I have a blog, drawingbreath-comic.blogspot.com, where I think I started it in 2010. So it's like 12 or more years worth of comics on there that you can check out. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoy it. I sure enjoy drawing them. It's like just the most natural thing in the world to me to draw. So anyway, so welcome again. If you're coming in late, my name is Patrick. I am your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do Sacred Pipe Ceremony, which I will explain in a minute. First, I want to drum in the spirits, create sacred space, a bubble of higher vibrational energy around us, call in the spirits to kind of hold that space around us so that we can let go and breathe and take down our own walls and our armor so that we can open our hearts to receive spirit. So technically, in my mind, that's prairie dog medicine. I can explain that in a minute too. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, and the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. So if you're like me, you could feel that energy kind of shifting, probably breathing a little bit easier than you were. So I mentioned prairie dog medicine. Prairie dog medicine. Prairie dog is very community oriented. But there's this realization that the best way to serve your community is to be the best, most whole being that you can be, because then you have more to add. It's that whole idea of as we all get better, we all get better. So in the vast prairie dog towns, they always have chambers for the individual prairie dogs to go to recharge, to be alone in solitude. So it's this balance of community and solitude to get the opportunity to kind of feel your baseline energy without the influence of anybody else, right? So that's one part of it. The other part of it is that, so that's like right now we're the prairie dogs in our little chambers, pulling away from society, away from the community to align ourselves. And part of what makes that possible is that the prairie dog always have a sentinel on duty. There's always at least one prairie dog whose only job is to scan the horizon, to scan the skies for predators. And so because there's someone doing that, the rest of the prairie dogs can just relax, go about their business. They don't have to be hyper vigilant about what's threatening them next. It's like if there's something they need to know, they're going to know it. And so we set sacred space, kind of come into our own little burrow, into the womb of the earth, into the darkness, into the unknown, that rich, lush, velvety darkness. And we can trust that we're safe because the spirits are holding space around us. The spirits are our sentinels watching over us, and they will, number one, keep keep anything of a lower vibration at bay. Not, it's like the boundaries, the gatekeepers, they won't allow anything in of a lower frequency. So that's what allows us to relax, to surrender, and to trust. So that's what we're doing right now. We are in the prairie dog chamber. Though we're there together as I created sacred space, it's a quantum thing. It's like I created the space around me, but I also intention set the intention to create that space around you as well. So we are all basically virtually in the same space right here, right now. So, all right. So for anyone who has not experienced a pipe ceremony or has not experienced my pipe ceremony, let me give you a little tutorial. So this, of course, is the sacred pipe, a sacred pipe. It was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago by White Buffalo Calf Woman. And basically the stem is the divine masculine, the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put the two together, it's all of creation. It's the yin yang, it's the masculine, feminine, the dark and the light, the hard and the soft. All of those things in one, basically holding the cosmos in our hands. And when it comes together like that, it creates a channel straight to Creator. So once the pipe is joined, it's like exponentially turbocharges whatever thoughts you're thinking, whatever intentions you're setting, whatever prayers you're praying. So I always tell people to be mindful of their thoughts, be mindful of their intentions. And when the pipe is together, to pray your biggest, bestest prayers, to think your biggest, bestest thoughts, to dream big. Dream bigger than is comfortable, because those dreams, those prayers, those intentions are going straight to Creator with no obstacles, no filters, straight to the top. So what the ceremony itself is going to look like, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to light some sage and smudge everything on my altar here in front of the camera where you can't see it. And then I'm going to pray and ask permission to smoke in this place this time. Then I will put the pipe together and I will put 4 pinches of tobacco, and it's just tobacco, nothing else, into the bowl. And that part I do out loud, so you will hear the prayers that I say while I'm packing the bowl. And then I have a song that my guides gave me to sing before every ceremony I facilitate. So I will sing that song at that point. Then I will light the pipe, and I will then take big puffs of smoke and blow breath blessings to the 4 directions while I'm offering the pipe to those 4 directions. It's like offering the pipe for the powers of those directions to smoke the pipe. And so I do the 4 directions, Father Sky, Mother Earth, then in a circle for all my relations, and then straight up for Creator. Then I hold the stem to my forehead, the bowl to my heart for a moment in silent prayer. Then I'll come back, I will relight the pipe, because at that point it'll probably have gone out. And then I will I'll take a big puff and I will blow a big puff of smoke straight to my camera. And so that is a blessing coming from my heart through my breath, through the blessings of the tobacco spirits, through my camera, and through the magic of the holographic universe and the internet. It will come through whatever device you're watching this on to your heart. So at that point, that's the point when you say your biggest, bestest prayer. Then I will continue to blow breath blessings for different intentions, my own and others. I might sit momentarily in meditation, come back and do some more breath blessings. And when I feel like we're complete, I will say another prayer, I will sing a song, and then we will take the pipe apart. And that will be the end of the pipe ceremony part. But we will still be in ceremony because we set sacred space, right? It's like calling in the spirits and then releasing the spirits are kind of the bookends, and anything we do in between is ceremony. And so I will probably do some talking depending on how long we've been doing pipe. I have no idea what I'm going to say. My guides usually prompt me, and even when I don't have anything to say, I usually then speak for like 10 or 15 minutes because it just kind of flows through. So anyway, thank you again for joining me. I hope you get a lot out of this. This is the most sacred ceremony I know. And I was raised Catholic. In fact, it was kind of expected that I was going to become a priest. I kind of, in a way, did, just not a Catholic priest. But, so I know ceremony, I know ritual. I've literally done ceremony and ritual my entire life. And so I went from being Catholic to pagan to shamanism. And so I've been to a few ceremonies, and this is still hands down the most sacred ceremony that I know of. And I feel so privileged and honored to have been called to become a pipe carrier. It's a vocation just like any other. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start our ceremony. Light some sage, and especially because we're online and not in person. If we were in person, I would ask you to be silent during the whole ceremony. But because we're online, you are welcome to do whatever it is you do to connect to spirit, whether it's singing, chanting, praying out loud, praying silently, meditating, tai chi, yoga, whatever it is. You are more than welcome to do what connects you to spirit during this time. So thank you. No, that's not the song I sing. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, to Wabin, Shanadisi, Majikiwas, and Waboose, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo Catwoman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. Thank you for this wonderful, beautiful world. Thank you for guiding us through those unknown times, times of darkness, always leading us to our higher, better selves. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi-la-ihi-ho. 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 Wow. I actually burned through all the tobacco. That was interesting. It was like nothing left to smoke at the end of that. Usually it lasts a little bit longer. Wow. I know how sacred this is for me, and it would be kind of arrogant to say, there you go, see, isn't that awesome? But I hope that you could feel some of that sacredness. You know, the pipe, when White Buffalo Calfwoman brought the pipe to the Lakota people, it was a time of the tribes were bickering. It was a time of drought. It was a time of hunger, and kind of like right now in our world, the tribes are bickering. There's starvation. There's drought. There's floods. There's everything going on. And the pipe was brought as a way to bring the tribes together, the same way that we put the pipe together, the masculine and the feminine. And it's not just bringing together the men and the women. It's about uniting the masculine and feminine within every person. And the red of the stone of the bowl is the red of the blood of all people, all nations. We are all one nation. And so that is part of the reason I started doing these live videos, starting at the pandemic, to help pray for peace, pray for unity, not in a way, you know, peace cannot be forced, right? We all want world peace, but it can't be forced from outside in. It can only be brought out from the inside. And so it's about helping every person find that alignment, that unity together within themselves. And so that is the greatest thing you can gift the world, is to continue to do your own spiritual work, to face those things that divide you from yourself as well as others. And that doesn't mean that, you know, there's kind of this new agey kind of misconception of loving everybody means you have to be willing to like hug everybody and to love everybody. And that's not unconditional love. Again, that's force, because you can love everybody without liking everybody. You can love everybody without approving of what they do. It's basically the spirit of the namaste. When we say namaste, the God in me greets the God in you. That is what we love. We don't love necessarily what people do or how they express in the world. We love who they are. right? And again, the same thing, if the God in you is greeting the God in someone else, the requirement is that you are aware of the God within you. And I say that meaning the divine. Technically, the divine creator has no gender, right? And so sometimes I use the word God because I was brought up Catholic, and for our society, though it is not technically a Christian society, it's kind of like the Judeo-Christian umbrella that most people in our society are raised in. And so, but technically people always say, well, have you turned your back on the ways that you were raised with? And I'm like, no, I still pray to the same God I did when I was a kid, only she grew a womb. I tend to try to look at the more feminine aspects of the divine. That's just a tangent. But in this overly toxic masculine world, I feel it's more important to emphasize the more feminine aspects of the divine. The creative, it's like a man can't give birth. The universe, the darkness, the void, as we move into the dark half of the year, it's kind of returning to the womb of the cosmic mother, the creative principle, and it's from that darkness that light is born. And that's in pretty much every mythology I have encountered, including Christianity. It's that light being born, like the Christ child, or Horus, or whatever being of light you want to bring up. It's like bringing that light out of the darkness to light the world. And it's the feminine that births the masculine. So anyway, now I'm kind of babbling because I was going in one direction and I kind of went, but yeah, so the greatest gift you can give to the world is to unify yourself, to align yourself, and that is the purpose of these videos. That is why I do these live videos every week, is to give people that opportunity to connect to spirit, for one moment out of the busy week, to bring into alignment who they are, to carry with you throughout the rest of the week until, if you do watch these every week, it's kind of like that touchstone of like, okay, again, dolphin medicine, took a breath of air, and that's what's allowing you to navigate through the world until it's time to rise, take another breath of air. So that's the way I consider these videos to be, kind of the inhale, the breath, so that you can then go through. Your renewed air is spirit. And so with that spirit within you, that allows you to better, more gracefully live the rest of your days until the next breath, right? So, and as we do that, as we align, as we do our own work, not trying to force peace on anyone else, not trying to force enlightenment on anyone else. You can't force it. Force is toxic masculine. It's like trying to force peace by instituting confinements rather than trusting that unity, that love is the natural existence of life. It's like the It's the essence of everything. It's what's natural. It's there if we would let go of all the rules and regulations. And I know that there's loopholes in that. I'm not talking extremes. I'm not talking, I'm just kind of generalizing. But trying to force the peace, trying to force people to love each other is to deny that intrinsic love that underlies all things, that's actually there, to deny the natural order, thinking very arrogantly, very masculinely, that we can instill order on chaos rather than recognizing the order that's already there in that chaos, that wildness, the innocence, the purity of life, right? And so the best way to do that is to allow that to rise within you, to find that alignment, to really love yourself, accept yourself, and to allow that to shine outward, and to then see the divine in every person, no matter who it is. Every person on the planet right now is equally divine, equally worthy of love. They don't have to earn love. It's who they are. Now, we can stand up to what they are doing if what they're doing is not loving, but it's kind of like our world is kind of upside down in that we put the people in charge, for the most part, that believe in the intrinsic evil of humans, of the human heart. And but things are shifting. If you've noticed, as we keep going on and on, there are more and more people waking up. There are more people waking up right now than ever before in the history of this world. And as we continue that, as we raise ourselves, we are connected to all people, to all things. And so as we lift ourselves, we automatically lift others. The tide raises all boats, right? So believe. I know we've been taught, like I said, in the Judeo-Christian overview of our world, even people who aren't Christians still tend to fall into that good versus evil, and how we're worthless, we're born in sin. How can a people who believe from the beginning that they are sinful ever redeem themselves? You can't. You have to believe that there is nothing wrong with you, that, like Matthew Fox says, it wasn't original sin, it was an original grace that we were born into. And when we can allow that natural grace, that natural connectedness, I mean, technically the human race we are heard, I don't know if that's the right word, but we are community. We are a higher, as if you, gosh, I'm going way down a tangent now, but it is our natural, what's the word I'm looking for? We naturally look out for others. We naturally help. We naturally are drawn to to help others. We are community oriented. It's hardwired into us. And when we can allow that natural well-being to come forward, rather than to keep stuffing it down with the beliefs that we're worthless, that we have to climb to the top of the mountain to earn our way on this planet. No. You are here right now. There's nothing you have to do to earn or to deserve your existence. You are the original light of Goddess, of God, of the divine. It lives within you. That is your default setting. There's nothing you can do that can change that. And that's how we look at other people, to realize that they too are divine by nature. That's their default system, their default setting. And so by emphasizing that, we help to raise them. Because if you are whole, if you know that your source of abundance, your source of well-being is your connection to Creator, and that's it, then there's nothing you need from anyone else. You're not going to do the power struggles or think in terms of scarcity, because you know there is more than enough for everybody. And so you come from wholeness, and you lift others to wholeness, to realize not that, hey, I can help you because I'm strong and you're weak, but I can help you because I can see the divine in me, and I can see the divine in you, and I can help you find that connection. That is how we help each other. That is how we lift each other. That is how we heal the human race, and we heal this world. So, I guess, chills. That's what I have to say for tonight. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It means so much to me. And we are here. I am here every week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. You are always welcome here. And you can always reach out to me, whether through my Facebook page, or you can visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net. You can connect with me there. You can actually set up sessions with me to do readings. I do card readings with the medicine card deck, which works with the totem animals. I do shamanic healings, soul retrieval, all kinds of infused Reiki, like shamanically infused Reiki, for lack of a better way of putting it. And I also do classes and mentoring. If you are drawn to the shamanic path and would prefer like a one-on-one teaching, I'm your person. You can approach me with that. You can schedule a session with me right on my website. What else? If you're curious about my readings, every Monday night at 7 o'clock Pacific time, I do another live video where I do one card readings for the first 6 people who show up, and then I pull another card for everybody, just to make sure that everybody's covered. Everybody gets a little bit of something. But if you're curious about my readings and my style, tune in on Monday nights and watch that. What else? Seems like there's something else, but I guess that's it. So my job is to support my community who supports me. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me by watching this video, by sharing this video. If there's anyone you know who might get something from this, please share. You can even just tag someone in the comments, share it to your page, share it to someone else's wall or whatever. Let's get that love going. Let's ripple that love outward, right? So thank you so much. I'm just going to release our sacred space now. Thank the spirits who so graciously held this space for us so that we could gather in the same space in the quantum realm, even though we may be miles away in the physical. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. If you came in late and want to watch the entire video, I am going to share it to my Facebook page. I also am going to upload it to my YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, and where I have over 2.5 years worth of these videos. So check that out. Like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That helps me to move up in the ranks or whatever so that more people have access. And so thank you so much. Until I see you next time, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful week. Take that light within you into the world and go shining. All right. Bye, everybody.